Gamer fans of Gotham City, it's time to do Nintendo and PlayStation and Xbox and any other console some justice. Yep, with the great masked crusader known as Batman. He's had a handful of shitty games, but some good ones. Let's talk about the good ones. Since I'm anticipating the following sequel to one of the greatest beat-em-ups of all time, Batman Arkham Asylum, it's time to fill in the gap because of the high anticipation that I'm awaiting the next game, which I already reviewed, Batman Arkham City. Yeah. Because I'm so anticipating this game so much, let's go back to the past. To the days of the old gray box known as the NES and the 16-bit console known as the Super NES. Talking about two games based off the dark visionariest movies, Tim Burton, Batman and Batman Returns. So let's talk about the first game, Batman, the video game, based off the 1989 movie directed by Tim Burton, Batman, starring Michael Keaton as Batman and Jack Nicholson as the Joker. Now I know what you're all saying. I know what comes to mind first thing, the angry video game nerd. Now of course, all credit goes to him for sure, but let's talk about the game a little more detailed manner. The game is obviously, as he said, a Ninja Gaiden style clone type game. You got the wall jumping, which definitely takes a lot of getting used to. But he's right though. The gameplay is very addictive. It's challenging and hard, but it's a hell of a good time. Just shooting things with ray guns and bat rings and all kinds of shit. It's just so awesome. The boss battles are fun, and the game is so dark and stylish, just like the movie it's based off. And he's right. It's awesome. Look at this awesome cutscene and music. It's so cool. I haven't really got too far in this game, and I'm going to keep it kind of short, because for some reason, this damn game can't stop bugging out on me. Now, I'm not going to do that whole I'm Batman thing, because I think this game is awesome. But I guess it's obviously the cartridge, and if this didn't stop bugging out on me, I would have talked about it in a more detailed manner. So, I don't know. I guess it needs a little alcohol or something, but otherwise, it's a very good game. I definitely pick it up, if you can find it anywhere. Obviously, GameStop doesn't sell it anymore, so I guess you gotta go on eBay, or Dragon's Den, or anywhere that sells these games. Pick this one up. It's awesome. What can I say? Rockin' 2 Wii remotes up. Can't get better than that. Now for the next game, the follow-up. Yep, Batman Returns for the Super Nintendo. Obviously there's also a NES version, but this one is far superior. Why? Well, let's play it. Now to begin with, you notice it's a beat-em-up. You get the cutscenes from the movie. Obviously the movie was a little too dark and too dreary and too depressing, but this is one of those games which the game is actually better than the movie it's based off of, just like X-Men Origins Wolverine. I mean, the movie doesn't always have to be great. The movie was okay. I mean, it had a lot of villains in it, which really helped the overall gameplay of it. I mean, that means you have more boss battles, which is awesome. So, yeah, you play as Batman and you do nothing more than just beat the shit out of everything. Yeah, that's so awesome. I just love beat-em-ups. I mean, it's just so monotonous, so mindless, but satisfying as ever. Just beating the shit out of things, grabbing them, smashing their faces together, throwing them in the glass, punching things, getting power-ups and points. That's what it's all about. Beating the shit out of everything to smithereens. Now when it comes to Batman games, just like Batman Arkham Asylum, well, you couldn't ask ask for a better game to do justice to the greatest Cape Crusader of Gotham City. Yeah. Now you don't screw with Batman. He'll beat the shit out of everyone. He's even got a bat ring, which is somewhat awesome. Doesn't really help much take the health away from your enemies, but beating the shit out of them is the primary attack. You can also grab them. The basic way to grab people is a lot like Final Fight. You go on top of them or below them, and there you go. You automatically grab them. Wow. This game's reminded me a lot of other games. And it also bears an uncanny resemblance to a really awesome game. Ninja Turtles 4 Turtles in Time. Yeah. Because it's made by Konami. I wonder if that has anything to do with it. What things does it bear a resemblance to with that game? Oh, let's pause the game and find out. Did you hear that? Yeah, it's the exact same pause menu sound. Wow. Well, I don't think of that as a bad thing, because it's both made by Konami. I mean, it's got the same exact opening with Konami, but that's Konami right there. I mean, they made some pretty awesome games. Operation Genesis, the Ninja Turtles games, have come a long way, even though they made that stupid laser scope thing. But they've done pretty good. But yeah, it's got the same pause menu sound, the same intro, it's sort of the same options screen too, with selecting the lives. But anyway, let's talk about the game now. So yeah, your object is to beat the shit out of things, make your way to different obstacles, and along the way it becomes more and more challenging. You fight boss battles. The first one's obviously a lot easier, but they use various dangerous weapons, which can really be harmful to you. Damn, it can be pretty hard, depending on what difficulty you're playing the game on. I'm playing it on the easy mode, and it's still pretty challenging, let me say. But it's more fun than anything. Beat the shit out of them, and yup, you saved the girl. So as the game goes on, it gets progressively more challenging, just like any other beat 'em up. So you fight more boss battles. You make your way up an escalator, you fight these big fatzos, you fight these skeletons on bikes. It's pretty fun. I mean, it's a great beat 'em up. And then you gotta fight these other guys that throw these match things at you. Well, I guess you gotta throw the bat rings. Man, this freaking mall part is pretty freaking hard. I mean, there's enemies coming out every which direction. You can't even take a time to have breathing room in this freaking stage. Damn, they're coming at you every which way. Come on, give me a break here. Now, I also forgot to mention you get a grappling hook thing. I never found the right time to use it until you're required to use it at this point, the fire stage. Well, of course, as I said it before, the game is obviously going to get progressively harder, and this is a perfect example right here. You gotta use the grappling hook. Damn, is it hard to navigate over this freaking fire. And what's really a pain in the ass is using it in this stage on top of this scaffold. How the hell was I supposed to know you have to go all the way up here, and how am I supposed to even make it up there? Give me a break. At least they put you up there as soon as you fall in, but you end up losing a life anyway. I'm almost freaking dead. But unlike Ninja Turtles 4 Turtles in Time, when you die, you don't have to start the whole stage over if it's at a boss battle. No, it puts you right at the beginning of the boss battle, which is pretty reasonable. I mean, I can't argue with that. Especially when you have to fight a bitch as tough as Catwoman. I mean, she literally beats the shit out of you. No kidding. I don't know how you get through this without losing all your lives. If you're down to especially just one life, I mean, give me a break. She will not go easy on you at all. She shows no mercy whatsoever. So if you actually have the patience to make it through this Catwoman boss battle, guess who's next? Just take a wild guess. Catwoman again. I'm not kidding. And she's just as much of a pain in the ass as she was before. Only you're in a dark alley and it's after fighting a bunch of thugs. Yeah, I'm not kidding. Just when you thought the first time was hard, try fighting her in a dark alley when you can barely see her. I mean, what a pain in the ass. But once again, if you lose all your lives, it gives you some mercy and another chance to try this again. Because basically, you're going to need all the extra lives.